Hello and welcome to our live for the new moon at 28 degrees of Libra. This is awesome. Libra is about to end. We're starting Scorpio season tomorrow, but not before we have our new moon in Libra. And so, what we're going to do today on our live is a new moon. Let's figure out what's happening with the chart and also do a quick new moon spread, tarot spread. All right. So, what I like to first do is see what's happening. What is this moon doing? Well, a new moon always has the moon and the sun conjunct. Right now, they're at 28 degrees, 21 minutes of Libra, and that's literally just happened in the last 20 minutes. And the other interesting thing I'm seeing is that Mercury and Mars are exactly conjunct at the same exact degree of 20 degrees of Scorpio. Mars loves to be in Scorpio because that is the sign that it rules, and so it's fantastic. Mars is assertiveness. He is what gives you the ability to stand up for yourself and to go to war if you need to. Another interesting thing that is happening, which this trine has been in place for a while, but Pluto and Uranus are in trine. So they're almost exact at Uranus is retrograding at 0 degrees of Gemini, and Pluto is at 1 degree of Aquarius. And so this is an air trine, and these two are very powerful planets. Uranus is the planet of revolution, surprises, secrets, psychic stuff. Pluto is the planet that breaks everything down so that it can be reborn and transformed. So these are two major things that are happening. Now, when I overlay this over my personal chart, then I see that this new moon is exactly conjunct my Uranus, which is in my 12th house. And so for you, you want to find out, where do you have 28 degrees of Libra in your chart? If you're a Sun in Libra person, if your birthday was recently, then this is probably happening in the same house that you have your Sun. So look up your chart and see. This is my personal natal chart. So find out what your personal natal chart is and look for where Libra is in the chart, and you'll be able to see what house this new moon is happening in. The reason you want to know what house it's happening in is so that you know what is being illuminated, what is being especially charged for you. It's about to do with the tarot cards. So it's nice to know where it's happening for you. All right. So without any further ado, let's get into the actual reading. So what I always like to do with the new moon is a 5-card pool. So we're going to start with card number 1, which is how to connect deeply with the area the moon is in. So for me, it's the 12th house, which is the air, the subconscious, what I don't know, what I don't see, secrets, etc. How can I connect deeply with that part of me? And but this reading is going to be for all of us. So this is how we can connect with the underworld. Libra is also the planet, the sign of relationships. And so with it being at 28 degrees of Libra is one of the last degrees before it changes over to Scorpio. And so that means that you're wrapping things up. We're wrapping things up in something to do with Libra, whether that's a relationship, habit, or dynamic. But we're done. We are done. We are either going to reap the benefits or we're going to release something in the area that Libra rules for all of us. And that is relationships, balance, justice, decision making. And for specifically where it's happening for you, for me, Libra rules the 12th house, and so that's the unconscious. But it doesn't necessarily have to apply to where specifically it is in relationships. And what are the unconscious patterns for me? And because of 12th house, what are those things that in relationship I need to start over with and have a fresh start? And so number two, so this is usually the way that I do it. We have one, two, three, four, and five. These are new in the new moon. It's what's underneath, what holds me back, what's holding us all back that needs to be released. What do we need to let go of? What's holding us back that we're not going to start this next moon cycle with this thing on our back. So we're going to get rid of that. The card number 3 is what do we need to integrate and double down on? What are we doubling down on? We're setting intentions here. So what are we going to double down on for this new moon cycle, especially because we've got that Mars Mercury conjunction. And so what are we going to communicate assertively uh, with this new cycle? Number 4 is a dream. It's our highest aspiration. So what is a dream that we can dream for ourselves with this new cycle? And then finally, number 5 is the gift. Like every moon brings a gift. So what is the moon bringing us this cycle? All right. And when I was shuffling the cards, the Princess of Wands fell out. And so I left her out there as our significator for this reading. So we're going to shuffle the deck and I'm going to cut the cards twice. I should also mention that I earlier burned some incense, some Japanese incense. Jasmine was calling to me. It's a blue, beautiful blue incense, and then of course I have my dark moon candle, which I love to light only during a balsamic moon or a new moon. All right, we're gonna cut the deck. 1, 2, 3, and I'm gonna pick from this pile. All right. And let's see, this is card number 1. What are we connecting deeply with? How can we connect deeply with those negative habits and those bad things that we need to release in our Libra stuff, right? So whether that's relationship, decision making, balance, harmony in our lives, beauty also. Number 2 is what's holding us back that needs to be released. What do we need to integrate? What is the dream that this lunation is bringing us? And what is the gift? Okay. So, what is a way that we can connect deeply to the magic and to the things that this new moon is bringing us? Ooh, the Empress. The Empress is Venus, and she has all these totems in her card with her as well as the moon. And the Empress is to do with beauty, and I really love that Venus it rules Libra, and so I love that. In order to connect, what I see this is in order for us to connect with what this lunation is bringing us is to inhabit all of the Libra characteristics and the things that it brings. It is a beautiful sign that reminds us that there is beauty in balance, there is beauty in harmony, in diplomacy, and that we need to inhabit that as well and pay attention to that. The colors green and pink are also very Libra. And so, yeah, inhabit beauty, pay attention to harmony, go out into the world and try to create harmony and beauty in your space and in your house and in your work your workspaces, and even your bedroom. So what's holding us back that needs to be released is the Princess of Cups. So she is the earth of water. The Princess of Cups has the symbol of the tortoise here. She's got an eagle, she's got a swan, and a lotus flower with all of these beautiful stones on her dress. And what needs to be released is that um, the need for us to constantly be worried about financial remuneration and financial like where's money going to come from? I got to work for money. I got to pay attention to the money. No, you also need to pay attention to your desires and to that and to feelings, and you will be taken care of. So what do we need to integrate and double down on with this lunation? The 8 of discs. That's an interesting number. 8 is a karmic number. 8 is this is the symbol of the sun. And 8 can mean great abundance. And I think what this means for us is that we need to pay attention to this is Sun in Scorpio, which is not necessarily an easy thing. Scorpio likes to go deep. Scorpio likes transformation. Scorpio likes to eat the poison so that it doesn't affect others. And so, what we need to integrate here is our karmic debt and release the things that are not ours to take on. So, if you've been a person who takes on more than you can handle, or you take on the pain of other people, then you're definitely a an 8 of discs and Sun in Scorpio type of person. And yeah, I mean, it's a great heroic thing to do, and it is honorable. But sometimes that's not a great thing for you all the time, right? Like I ate the poison for everybody else, and when does somebody do it for you? So remember that this is also a karmic number, and that you must that I guess debts are going to be paid, whether you put in whatever you have put in is going to be coming back with this lunation, and that's what's being integrated. All right. Number 4 is what is the dream that this is bringing in for us? And it's the 3 of discs, which is Mars and Capricorn. This is work, 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 work. This also reminds me of a T square, not necessarily a grand trine, although it could be also a grand trine. There's like all of these beings coming at and trying to get at you, but if you maintain that perfect balance of work, intuition, and service, being who you came here to be, your purpose, intuitively, working and being consistent and steady, and remembering that you're coming from a place of service, then that dream comes alive. But Mars and Capricorn, they're just going to work their butts off. All right. And now, finally, the gift that this lunation is bringing us is the 7 of Wands. It's again, it's Mars, but it's Mars in Leo, and that is giving us the the valor. It's he calls Aleister Crowley in the Thoth Tarot deck calls this card of valor because Leo represents strength and courage, and Mars represents war, assertiveness, fighting for the right things. And so the gift this lunation is bringing in order for us to integrate all of these other beautiful things that it is calling forth is we are going to be gifted with the valor to move forward and to bring forth all of the gifts that the world needs for us to bring right now. I hope you liked this. This was like a last minute I felt like it was cool to do a lunation spread right while it is happening, which is right the second for me here in Florida. This is a name of God called that you can scan from right to left in order to. This is the card to forget thyself. And it's funny that it's the card that's here because it's the card that I most need because forget thyself means get over yourself, like get over your imposter syndrome and all the things that you think people are going to think. Do the work that you need to do and things will pay off. The universe doesn't care about your shame and your ego and whatever. Like do the things that you said that you were going to do. And I love that because it's exactly what this 7 of wands is telling us. So that is the gift of this lunation, and I hope this is helpful to you, and I will see you on the next one.